Joining us now is Dr. Gene Wright, the president and CEO of the Virtual Dialysis Support Center, a Shared Detroit supported charity and nonprofit, one of 282 and counting charities and nonprofits in the Metro Detroit area supported by Shared Detroit. More information on shareddetroit.org. Dr. Wright, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here.
Appreciate having you on. So let's start off. Tell us about the history of the Virtual Dialysis Support Center and some of the services that you provide at the center.
The Virtual Dialysis Support Center was officially founded on September the 12th, 2016. And some of the things that we do is to provide peer mentoring for dialysis patients and making sure that they understand exactly what it is that's supposed to be going on. As it happens, I was introduced to Erica Perry, and Erica Perry was a social worker at the National Kidney Foundation. She actually authored the manual that is used to train peer mentors. And so for 40 years, she ran a peer mentoring program. She took me under her wing and taught me how to train peer mentors and certify them. Now we have 25 plus peer mentors, male and female, young and not so young, so that when a social worker in the clinic has a patient who is struggling, she can call us. We invite social workers to call us with struggling dialysis patients so that we can help them. Our mentors are seasoned dialysis patients, and they are transplant patients who have been able to thrive on dialysis. And we also offer suicide prevention training and certification. We have one coming up on the 22nd of March, wherein social workers can actually receive 2 CEUs. We have partnered with Christy King of the Senior Regional Collaborative, and together we have actually certified over 100 participants in suicide prevention. Once every 11 minutes, someone completes a suicide. Once every 132 every day, someone completes a suicide. It's just really amazing how the numbers have been increasing. And what goes on is that suicidal people are giving us clues and warning signs all the time. They're giving us behavioral clues. They're giving us verbal clues. The problem is that we don't know how to interpret what they're saying. And what we do is to train and certify so that when someone is showing risk factors of being suicidal, we can detect it. I went to the QPR Institute to be licensed so that I can certify community gatekeepers in suicide prevention. QPR is an evidence-based nationwide program that allows us to know what the person at risk is saying and doing to indicate that that person may need some intervention. So QPR, question. We train people on how to ask these specific questions. P, persuade. We train individuals on how to persuade a person to stay with us, and then R, refer, QPR. We train how to refer that individual to the appropriate professional who can help them. And those are a couple of the things that we're doing. We're also working on community health education all the time, because we found out that if individuals knew more about their own health, they could be more independent of their doctors. We would go into a senior citizens complex. We serve a 16 senior citizens complex, and we would go in and we would, there may be 30 or 40 people there, and we would say, okay, now, raise your hand if you know your blood pressure. And they do. And raise your hand if you know your A1C. Now, who knows your weight? They know those numbers. They know their BMI, although they don't really want to talk about the BMI. Now, who knows your GFR? Nobody. Nobody knows their GFR. They have no idea what we mean. And if your GFR is 30 or below, then you are in a serious situation. If your GFR is 30, you are at stage 3 in kidney failure, and you probably have no symptoms. So what we do is to inform them how to read your blood work. How to read your blood work. Suppose your GFR is 20. Well, what if it's 60? You need to know. And that's exactly what we do, how to read your blood work so that they can become more independent and knowledgeable and be equipped to handle their own health in more ways than they are now. And those are a few things that we do for the community.
More information on their website at vdsccares.com, vdsccares.com. We're joined by Dr. Jean Wright, the president and CEO of the Virtual Dialysis Support Center, joining us on the Michigan MegaCast. So let's take a quick step back, Dr. Wright. For those that may not be familiar, what is dialysis and how is it utilized to treat a number of different conditions related to the kidneys?
Dialysis is a form of treatment that will allow a person's blood to be cleansed, because when a person's kidneys have failed, then an individual is not able to clean their own blood. The kidneys are not cleaning their blood, and they become toxic. If someone's kidneys have failed, let's say that your GFR is at 15 and your kidneys have failed, then you're going to become very toxic. You're going to be in pain. You're going to experience swelling, headaches, and a lot of other symptoms that your kidneys have failed. The dialysis machine will remove the blood from your body and cleanse it and replace it with clean blood. It normally takes about 3 to 4 hours. Dialysis patients are normally dialyzed 3 times a week so that they can go on and function even though their kidneys have failed.
We're joined by Dr. Jean Wright, the president and CEO of the Virtual Dialysis Support Center, joining us on the MegaCast. And so those that are experiencing kidney failure or kidney disease or any other condition that affects the kidneys where they may need dialysis, as you mentioned earlier that your organization has put a great focus on the mental health of these individual patients as well. And so every 4th Thursday of the month, the VDSC holds a support group for dialysis and transplant patients as well. Can you talk about the support groups and the ways in which they're able to help these individuals who may have kidney disease, may be experiencing kidney failure or any other condition that gives them a reason to undergo dialysis through that process that can often be very difficult on a person?
Definitely, and it's amazing the way that these factors tie together, because dialysis causes a person normally to be very weak physically, and dialysis also can take a toll on a person's emotional and mental health. And what we do is we provide a safe space for them to come in online in the Zoom room and talk about what they need to talk about. Talk about what it is that's on their minds, and so that they can discuss among themselves and actually help one another out. Now, we are partnered with Authority Health. Authority Health, every 4th Thursday, will send to us a professional, a medical professional. So if there is someone in the room who has a medical question, well, then that Authority Health professional is there to answer that question. It's amazing the things that they want to talk about, and it's a secure area there. We don't record it, and we just want for them to feel safe and that they can let go of whatever it is that is bothering them. We know that untreated depression is the most important risk factor for suicide. And so we want for them to feel free to discuss whatever it is that's bothering them.
We're joined by Dr. Jean Wright, the president and CEO of the Virtual Dialysis Support Center, joining us on the MegaCast. So the organization has a number of different events throughout the year that are coming up. In fact, you have the VDSC's Team VDSC Kidney Walk that'll be occurring in May at the Detroit Zoo. Can you give us a quick preview of that event?
Well, actually, we would like for people to go to our website and join Team VDSC. Every year, the National Kidney Foundation hosts a walk at the Detroit Zoo. And we formulate teams, and we have our T-shirts, and we all walk together just to support the cause. And we're inviting any and everyone to join our team. You can go to our website, or you can go to the National Kidney Foundation website, and look for Team VDSC and plug in and become part of our team. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. That is May the 15th.
Yep, May the 15th is the date for that at the Detroit
And they open the gate at 7:15, but we don't start walking usually until around 9 or so. It's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, more information on that event and more from the VDSC on their website, vdsccares.com. That's vdsccares.com. If you go on the website, scroll over to more, and then the second link down under their more category is Detroit Zoo Walk 2022 to get more information on that May 15th event. We're joined by Dr. Gene Wright, the president and CEO of the Virtual Dialysis Support Center, one of 282 shared Detroit supported charities and nonprofits. Dr. Wright, just another minute or so before we'll need to say goodbye today. Anything else at this time that would be important for our audience to know about your organization that we haven't discussed today?
Well, actually, we'd like for people to go to Share Detroit. And when you get to Share Detroit, we would like you to look to your left and find causes. Scroll down and find kidney disease. And when you do that, you will see our logo. Click on that logo. And when you click on that logo, you're going to find our wish list. And we invite you to go ahead and click on those items, and that'll take you directly to Amazon. And if you purchase those items for our dialysis patients, they will come straight to us, and we will be able to get them to our clinics. We have 600 patients, and once a quarter, we fill gift bags for our patients, and those are the items that we need in our gift bags. Also, at Share Detroit, if you go back to where you were, you will see that you can donate. And of course, we do need monetary donations, and so there are some nominal amounts there on the Share Detroit website, but you can actually key in the amount that you would like to key in. So you can actually order from our wish list. You can donate monetarily, and from sharedetroit.org, you can volunteer. Sharedetroit.org has all of our information there, so you can go ahead and volunteer with us and do some of the fun things that we're doing. When we fill those bags for our patients, we formulate what we call a house party with music and a lot of good food and a lot of fun, and get those bags ready to go to our patients. And we are always looking for funders. So if you know someone who is funding this type of charity, then please get in touch with us. The best number is area code 313-312-0224. That's 313-312-0224.